This is the JTV Caribbean News. I am Sean Rose. Opening a new front in the U.S. crackdown on offshore tax evasion, federal investigators late Monday won court approval for a summons that will force a Caribbean bank to turn over account data for wealthy American clients. According to a USA Today article, investigators planned to serve the summons on Wells Fargo, the San Francisco-based bank that maintains correspondent accounts for CIBC First Caribbean International Bank. FCIB is a Barbados-based bank with 18 branches in the Caribbean but no operations in the U.S. The Justice Department said a federal court in San Francisco approved the summons, which requests account data for Americans who had CIBC accounts from 2004 through 2012. FCIB is the latest of several overseas banks served with similar information demands as part of the continuing Justice Department and IRS effort to identify federal tax dodgers who have assets and income hidden offshore. Swiss banking giant UBS and London-headquartered HSBC are among banks previously targeted. A recent survey conducted by Resonance Consultancy and the Luxury Institute places the Bahamas at the top of a list of the most popular destinations in the Caribbean for affluent American travelers. More than 1,200 high-end households in the United States with incomes of $150,000 and over were surveyed for the Resonance report on affluent travel and leisure. The survey sought to understand the plans of wealthy Americans in the areas of travel, recreation, and the purchase of vacation homes in the next 12 to 24 months. Last year, the Bahamas welcomed roughly 5.8 million visitors, representing a healthy 6% increase over the number of arrivals in 2011. According to the survey, the Turks and Caicos Islands are emerging as a potentially popular vacation venue, with 26% of affluent households surveyed saying those are the islands they would most like to visit. The results of the survey list the top 10 most visited Caribbean island destinations for American luxury travelers as the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, the Virgin Islands, St. Martin, the Cayman Islands, Bermuda, Aruba, Barbados, and the Dominican Republic. Chief Executive Officer of Liat Captain Ian Brunton says the airline plans to make commercial flights to Guyana's Ogle International Airport in Georgetown as a result of overwhelming passenger support. Making the announcement at the opening of the airport as a regional facility, Brunton said regular flights into Ogle would await the implementation of a number of regulatory and other requirements which are yet to be fulfilled. Brunton noted that the cash-strapped 57-year-old regional carrier would save a huge amount of fuel by flying to Ogle instead of Chedijagan International Airport. Flying into Ogle would also mean reduced flying time by 10 minutes, resulting in fuel reduction. At a time when the airline continues to turn to its shareholder governments for cash bailouts, the Liat CEO calculated that the company would save at least $57,000. Liat plans to replace its fleet of 14-8 aircraft with 12 new ones that would include a mix of ATR-42s and ATR-72s over the next 2 years. Liat's recent survey among passengers traveling between Guyana and Barbados has found that 62.24% of the 625 respondents preferred Ogle, while 37.6% chose the Chedijagan International Airport. The airline's boss noted that 84% of the respondents were not residents of Guyana. The Caribbean Public Health Agency has put regional countries on alert for the avian influenza A H7N9, also known as bird flu, that has killed at least 20 people in China. Barbados Chief Medical Officer Dr. Joy St. John said that the health authorities have been getting daily reports on the international health regulations' focal points. She said that samples of severe acute respiratory infections reported by the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Barbados have been sent to the Public Health Laboratory and that the information was also submitted to the Caribbean Public Health Agency. Dr. St. John said Barbados is part of a regional network in addition to the PAHO Americas and WHO networks, and that health officials had been keeping a careful watch, adding that she was not aware of any cases of avian flu in other Caribbean territories. The US-based Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said human infections with a new avian influenza A H7N9 virus continue to be reported in China. It said the virus has been detected in poultry in China as well, and that while mild illness in human cases has been seen, most patients have had severe respiratory illness and some people have died. For the JTV Caribbean News, I am Sean Rose.
Coming up next on JTV News. New electronic upgrade allows a library to offer multimedia services. HLSCC lecture provokes debate on independence. Festival committee appeals to the media to focus on the positive aspects of festival. And a new BVI publication targets health in the BVI and neighboring countries.